June 28th, 2011.
General, what date did you say?
June 28th, 2011. Okay, Ms. Bona, do you recognize those messages?
Yes.
And what are those?
These are text messages between myself and Karen.
Okay, and I see that one of the message bars is green, and the other, I guess, is a white or gray.
Yes.
Which is your conversation, and which is that of Ms. Swift?
My conversation is in the green, and hers is in the white or gray.
Okay, and at the top of the message, what does it say?
The date?
Looks like there's a name there.
Yes, it says the first message that Karen sent,
At the very top.
June 28, 2011.
No, above that.
Above that.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Maybe that one doesn't show.
That's the next one, yeah. There's the next
Is
one.
there anything that shows a name on the text
There
message?
is. The second sheet, it has Karen S. at the top,
Okay. And do you know why it says that?
because that's who I was talking to.
Okay. Did you save that in your phone, in your contacts?
Yes.
Okay. And is that the way that you saved that message?
Yes, that's the way I had her in my contacts, so it would have been.
Okay. Okay. The first message there, June 28, 2011. Would you read what the part of the statement that was from Ms. Swift?
David is acting very strange, kind of scaring me. He says he took 2 Ambien, and then she put spelling as if she spelled Ambien correctly. And then it's signed Karen underneath it.
Okay, and then what was your response?
Question mark. Maybe he's making a last-ditch effort to gain sympathy and playing depression.
Okay, and her next comment?
You are right. When he had his affair, he put a gun to his head. Gonna make sure he's asleep before me, Karen.
Okay, and if you would go to the next page, would you read that?
Serious? He is messed up. That was me. She replied, yeah, and scaring me. I have my girls and locking my door. I can say before now I have never been scared of him. I'm going to let Dustin know. Signed, Karen. I replied, I'm scared for you. Text me in the morning, please. And she replied, I will. Don't want you to worry. I'm probably making more of it. Have fun. Signed, Karen.
Okay, and then the next page. And I think that's kind of a repeat
It
of
is.
some of that, but I think some of it cut off.
Yes, and then she, after her, said, probably making more of it, have fun. I replied, he's the all talk, no action kind of guy, right? Yeah, looking for pity, so, right.
Okay. Your Honor, do you want to address one at a time, or do you want to go through all of them?
Is that the whole?
That's the end of that
Let's go
conversation.
through. Let's go through all of it, and then we'll deal with it.
Okay.
Just a second. What?
If you consider just taking it a section at a time, and I'll just limit my questions very briefly.
Okay, that's all right. Well, I mean, that's fine. That's fine. General, do you have an extra copy that I can have or borrow, or can we go make a copy real quick?
Can we make a copy, please? I don't think I have an extra.
I think we've got a machine right here.
Would you make 2? Because I don't want to have to pass the exhibit back.
2 copies, please.
Thank you, Judge.
Who would have thought of a copier in the courtroom?
It's impressive. Carry one with me.
You hand those back to the witness. I understand. No problem.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so let me clarify a couple of things. On the photocopies, it looks like what is shown as green on the original ones is showing up as a dark shaded, and then the white or gray appear as a lighter background deal. So are we dealing only with these 3 pages at the time?
Yes.
At this time? Okay. Go ahead, Mr. Taylor, and if you'll limit your cross-examination to this, then.
Ms. Bona, let me ask you some things. Can you hear me pretty good?
Yes.
These messages are from June 28th of 2011.
Yes.
That's well before her divorce. Is that correct?
Yes.
Her divorce was in October.
Yes.
Well before she went missing also.
Yes.
October the 30th. Several months before.
Mm-hmm.
Yes or no?
Yes.
I'm not trying to be rude, but if you'll answer yes or no
Okay.
for the record, we just have to be sure.
Okay.
We're dealing with what Karen said to you, and that's the ones that are not dark colored, right?
Yes.
And the first message at 9:45 p.m. on June 28th talks about David acting very strange.
Yes.
She's referring to David Swift, she's not referring to herself, is she?
No.
Okay. She's talking about David's conduct, isn't she?
Yes.
And she's referring specifically all to David's conduct in that first message, isn't she?
Yes.
Not her own.
No.
And then you respond to her,
Yes.
and that's in the dark,
Yes.
and you respond, gain sympathy, playing for depression. You respond that.
Yes.
You don't say anything about fear or threats. You say sympathy or playing depression. That's how you respond.
Yes.
Is that a fair characterization of what you said?
Yes.
And then she responds talking about his conduct, that he had his affair, put a gun to his head. That's how she responds to you.
Yes. His conduct.
His conduct, not hers.
Yes.
And she makes a vague reference to gonna make sure he's asleep before me. She says that. And that's all she responds on that one message.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Sir.
She doesn't put any other explanation or context on it.
No.
All right. Now, and you respond serious, he's messed up.
Yes.
And she responds, yeah, scaring me. She's talking about herself, I guess herself at this point.
Yes.
That's the first time she talks about how she felt in that message.
Yes.
All right. And then she talks about others like her and the girls. Is that right? It talks about the girls. It talks about others' conduct, not David's.
Talks about her conduct. Yes.
Yeah. Her and the girls, which is somebody, the girls.
Yes. Doesn't talk about their conduct. She said, "I have my girls," and locking the door.
Okay. And she doesn't really explain more than locking the doors. She doesn't give an explanation of the outside door or the inside door, does she? She just, that's as much as she refers to it.
Right.
And the girls refers to other conduct other than herself.
Other people. She
Yes,
didn't
other than
specifically said
herself.
their conduct, but they're people.
Other than herself.
Yes.
And then she says, I can say before I've never been scared of them, scared of harm, I guess that's what that is. That's how she, and she's going to let somebody else know.
Yes.
She's talking about others other than herself.
Yes.
And she doesn't really say anything other than going to let Dustin know. She doesn't explain what she's going to let him know or anything. That's all she says.
Right.
She doesn't explain what she's going to let him know or why she's going to let him know. She just says, going to let Dustin know.
Yes, he's scaring me. I'm going to lock my doors. I've never been scared of him before now, but I'm going to let Dustin know.
But she doesn't explain why she's going to let him know herself, does she?
She just says she's going to let him know, referring to what she wrote in the text, that she was
Right.
scared of him.
But she doesn't explain it any more than that.
No.
Okay. Now, and you respond about yourself and how you feel about it.
Yes.
Okay. And she responds to what you say, and I'm scared for you. That's what you say. And she
Yes.
responds, assuring you, don't want you to worry. I'm probably making more of it. Have fun. That's how she responds.
Yes.
So she says something that don't worry, I'm probably making more of it.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Let me make sure. And then you respond, he's all talk, no action, right?
Yes, I ask him that. Ask her that.
And so you're saying, you're in a way asking her, hey, he's all talk, he's not really going to do anything. Isn't that what you're kind of saying to her?
It is.
And she responds, yeah, looking for pity, so right. She really agrees with you, don't she?
Well, she wants to make me comfortable, so yes.
But she didn't say that. She said,
No.
yeah. You say, oh, no talk, no action kind of guy, right? And she totally agrees with you in that next message. Is that right?
It appears that way, yes.
And then y'all move on to another subject.
Yes.
Okay. This is the end of the first exchange, I guess, Judge.
Okay, thank you. Any redirect, General? Can we mark the 3 pages for identification just so the court can refer to those matters? It's going to be 15 for identification only.